Hi everyone, welcome to Travel with Rola. Hi Rola, winter vacation is coming. Do you have any plan to travel?
Yes, of course. I plan to go abroad with my best friend, Mary. It is so cold here, so we plan to go somewhere warm. But it is the first time to go abroad for both of us. Can you give us some advice?
Sure. I suggest you go to Cambodia. It's not far away and wearing t-shirt is enough. Angkor Wat is the most attractive scenic spot there. I would like to share my journey to Angkor Wat.
Wow, that is too wonderful.
First of all, decide where to go, when to go, whom to go with, and my budget. Then I applied for a passport and e-visa. After I booked flight tickets, railway tickets, and rooms online, I searched online and from books for more detailed information about Angkor Wat. Here is my itinerary, altogether 8 days. I went with my husband and my son, so my budget was 7,000 RMB and $2,000. On the first day, we took a train to Shenzhen. It took us nearly 10 hours. On the second day, we went to the Window of World. It carries forward the theme of world culture, with replicas of the world-famous landscapes, natural sceneries, and the performances of folk costumes, together with folk songs and dance. In the evening, we enjoyed a dance drama. On the third day, in the morning, we went to the Shenzhen Museum. In the afternoon, we went to the airport. In the evening, we took a plane to Siem Reap. We went to the Mother Home Inn. It's a 15-minute walk from Pub Street and a 10-minute drive from UNESCO Heritage Site Angkor Wat. A 10-minute walk from Siem Reap's popular Central Market. Mother Home Inn offers value-for-money accommodation with Wi-Fi, air conditioning, bike rental, and an outdoor pool. Guests can enjoy relaxing massage by the poolside.
That is a good choice.
When we arrived, the receptionist gave us a big smile and a welcome drink and a towelette. On the fourth day, we had a really wonderful free breakfast. Surprisingly, we even found some Chinese food like noodles. Then we hired a tuk-tuk for 2 days and a car for 1 day. Then we took a tuk-tuk to buy an Angkor Pass, with which we can visit the most scenic spots in Angkor Thom. Angkor Pass is divided into 3 types. We choose 3-day pass. Then we visited Angkor Wat and the central Angkor Thom. This is a brief introduction of main architectures in Siem Reap, from which we can see many kings made contributions. In 1431, Siem Reap was occupied by Siam, abandoned. In 1860, it was founded by Frenchman Henry Muhat. From then on, Siem Reap was gradually known to the world. Angkor Wat is the largest temple complex in the world, which is called one of the 4 wonders in the East. It was built by the Khmer king Suryavarman II in the early 12th century as his capital and state temple. Originally constructed as a temple dedicated to Hindu god Vishnu, it was gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple at late 12th century as the best preserved temple at this site. The temple is admired for the grandeur and the harmony of the architecture and its extensive bas-reliefs, and for the numerous devotees adorning its walls. It has become a symbol of Cambodia, appearing on its national flag, and it's the country's prime attraction for visitors. After the death of Suryavarman II, the Khmer king fell into civil strife, and the enemies invaded the city, destroying the capital. Jayavarman VII drove out enemies and rebuilt Angkor Wat. The Khmer emperor had believed in Brahmanism, but he believed in Buddhism. So the architecture of Angkor Wat is a combination of Brahmanism and Buddhism styles. He also rebuilt Angkor Thom. Those are the main scenic spots, among which Baiyang is another outstanding representative of Angkor monuments. The Baiyang's most distinctive feature is the multitude of serene and smiling stone faces on many towers, which are representations of Jayavarman VII himself, which is known as Khmer Smile. The temple has two sets of bas-reliefs, which represent a combination of mythological, historical, and mundane scenes. The most striking expression of Baroque style of Khmer architecture is contrasted with the classical style of Angkor Wat. In the northwest of Baiyang is Ba Phang. Built in the middle 11th century, it's a three-tiered Mount Meru temple, built as the temple of Jayavarman II, dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. In the late 15th century, the Ba Phang was converted to the Buddhist temple. A 9-meter tall by 17-meter long statue of a reclining Buddha was built on the west side's second level. We also went to Phinamakis, Palace of Leper King, Persit Sour Prat, and the Terrace of Elephants. On the fifth day, we got up at about 3 o'clock in order to enjoy the sunrise of Angkor Wat. As it was the tourist season, there were huge crowds of people. It was very difficult to find the right place to take perfect photos. The wonderful scenery was so amazing. Sraswan is another popular site for viewing the sunrise, which is quiet and peaceful. Though there is no magnificent architecture, Angkor Wat as the background. After sunrise, we spent 2 more hours in Angkor Wat, for it was so attractive. Then we went to the big circle of Angkor Thom. The most famous place is Tháp Rome. The temple of Tháp Rome was used as a location in the film Tomb Raider 1. Although the film took visual liberty with other Angkorian temples, its sense of Tháp Rome was quite faithful to the temple's actual appearance and made use of its eerie qualities. The trees growing out of the ruins are perhaps the most distinctive feature of Tháp Rome. It is also the original reference of Taputta Castle in the Sky of Hayao Miyazaki. Then we went to Sraswan. It was dug in the mid-10th century. Then we visited Shosei Saroda, Purakan, Nikpin, and East Mibo, and Purap. On the 6th day, we took a car to Baris Ray, Ben Mulle, Preco, and Bakong. Ben Mulle is about 80 kilometers from the city of Siem Reap. Baris Ray is built largely of red sandstone, a medium that lends itself to elaborate decorative wall carvings, which are still observable today. The buildings themselves are miniature in scale, unusual so when measured by the standards of Angkorian construction. These factors have made the temple extremely popular with tourists and have led its being widely praised as a precious gem or the jewel of Khmer art. Ben Mulle was built as a Hindu temple, but there are some carvings depicting Buddhist motifs. Its primary material is sandstone and it's largely unrestored, with trees and thick brush thriving amidst its towers and courtyards, and many of its stones lying in great heaps. The history of the temple is unknown, and it can be dated only by its architectural style, identical to Angkor Wat, so scholars assumed it was built during the reign of King Suryavarman II in the early 12th century. The last place we plan to visit is Bakan Temple, which is the popular place to view sunset. But when we reached the top of the mountain, we found many people were waiting in a long line to enter the Bakan Temple, which only allowed 3,000 people to enter per day. We had to give up. Surprisingly, the driver took us to Purap, another place to view sunset.